Happy Monday. It is time for Mindfulness Monday, episode 21. Mindfulness is not magic. Yeah, it's true. Mindfulness isn't mystical or magical. It is simply the act of being aware and engaging in what you are doing and what is happening right here, right now. That's what mindfulness is. It isn't a competition of who can be more mindful than who. It's not a competition of who can get to mindfulness faster. It's not about that. It is about you and where you are and what you're doing right now. So if you've ever found yourself just completely engrossed in a book or lost in a movie, absorbed in a game with your children, or captured in awe of the nature that is around you, then you have experienced mindfulness. Even without trying, you've experienced mindfulness. You've given in to the here and now, to the moment, and you've allowed yourself to be fully present, which is what everybody strives for when they are trying to reach mindfulness. Kids are a great example of mindful beings. They are much more likely to allow themselves to fully engage and commit to the moment, to an activity, without getting distracted by things like to-do lists and what we need to do and what we don't need to do and what we should be doing and what we've got to do tomorrow, which is what adults tend to do as we get distracted by all of these other things in our lives and we don't commit to the present. So if you've ever taken a small child to a movie that they've been really eager to see, they've been waiting for, it's the excitement, that buildup that just draws them in, and it's watching something that is completely and totally new to them, that captivates them and pulls all of their focus into the moment, into what they're watching at that time. They are watching with mind, with body, and with soul, and they are just captivated. They're being mindful in that moment. They aren't thinking about the homework that they need to finish, or the bed that they haven't made in 3 days, or the fact that the lawn needs to be mowed. They are fully enjoying their present moment. And that's what it's all about, being mindful. As adults, we don't often let ourselves get swept away in the moment, in the here and now. We're too worried about dropping one of the many balls that we're juggling at any given moment. All of the responsibilities that we are either that have been placed on us or that we are putting on ourselves, and we're too afraid to drop something, to fail. So what I want you to do is allow yourself, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes, allow yourself a little bit of time each day. Give yourself the ability to put your responsibilities down and just become present and fully engaged in the moment that you are in, and enjoy reading a book or playing with your kids or baking a cake or taking a walk. Anything that will allow you to be present in the moment and just breathe and enjoy the world and the people around you without checking off a box on your to-do list. That's what I want you to do today. And I want you to remember that mindfulness is not magic. And you don't need to take it that seriously. It isn't, again, a competition of who can be more mindful than who else, you know? It's all about just being in your present. Okay, so today's mindfulness exercise is a mindful reading exercise, which goes along with that, being present in the moment, escaping into a good book, and just giving in to that fake world of the book. So reading is a huge part of our daily lives, so much so that we often take it for granted. From text messages to emails to social media posts, we are constantly scrolling through our devices, through our phones, through our tablets, through our laptops, through our computers. whatever device it is, even the gaming systems we can scroll on these days. So what I want you to do is do a little bit of mindful reading and focus on reading something in print, not on your device. So a book, a magazine even, or a newspaper. Yeah, they still print those, black and white, right there on the paper. So allow yourself 5 to 10 minutes today and every day when you can just let go of your responsibilities and just get sucked into, get lost in the written word. You just might find that 10 minutes leads to 20 and 20 to 30 and so on. Because when we allow ourselves to get engrossed in the written word, we can get swept away. Now, I will admit, and I have to be honest with you here, there are some side effects to quiet reading time. And they include things like getting lost in a good book and becoming emotionally attached to the characters you meet. Another one is learning something new. You just might learn something if you start reading. You'll also get reduced stress, enhanced mental health and function, increased self-control, decreased anxiety, depression, and worry, and last but not least, a feeling of peace and comfort. So, be prepared for a few of those side effects. You may experience one, if not all of them, within the first few attempts of reading in a quiet space. Now, your journaling prompt for today is very simple. I want you to choose a poem that you like. If you don't have one that you like, that's okay. Go ahead and Google popular poems or ask your Siri or your Google Home or your Alexa, whatever device you have sitting on your counter that tends to talk to you, ask it to tell you a poem. And then after you've listened to that poem or read that poem, I want you to sit down and I want you to write down, what did the poem make you think of? How did it make you feel? What images did it conjure up in your mind? And what do you think the words, or why do you think the author chose the words they chose to write that poem? All right, that is your Mindfulness Monday journaling prompt. Go ahead, explore, and get lost in the written word. If you have not done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click like if you enjoyed this video, and click on that little bell down below if you want to be alerted every time I post a video. Until next time, stay mindful, enjoy your reading, and keep watching those movies. Bye, everybody.